What up, Facebook Live? My name is Neil of the Patrick Harrises. I'm here at the New York Public Library with this lovely group of people. And I'm sitting next to three amazing other people, and we are going to live stream the reading of some of the script from the series of unfortunate events. I play Count Olaf, the rakishly handsome and wildly talented actor. To my right is Melina. She plays Violet, the oldest Baudelaire child, and good for everything. To her right is Louis. He plays Klaus. He's always reading things, remembering things, very smart. They're both incredibly cute and charming, and I hate them.
We love you too.
To my left, Daniel Handler.
Hello.
Never heard of him.
I don't know what I'm doing here.
Has written the entire book series of Unfortunate Events, all 13 of them.
I'm exhausted.
And he's using the pen name Lemony Snicket, spoiler alert.
You've spoiled it.
And so we will now read a bit of a scene. We're going to read episode 1 from the bad beginning. This is a scene from the Netflix series, a series of unfortunate events, which will air on Friday the 13th of January. A fantastic day in Olaf speak. And we'll start soon. It airs on Netflix. I'm going to set this in here. This.
Are you ready? Do you need to do any warm-ups or anything?
The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of... No, I don't.
Count Olaf slams the door behind him. There's a moment of silence. Count Olaf is striking some sort of pose.
Well, children, before I give you a tour of your new home, aren't you going to say, how do you do to your new guardian?
They look at him. Oh, he's terrible.
How do you do, Count Olaf?
Count Olaf leans in close. Oh, his breath is terrible too.
How do I do? Better and better, Baudelaires. Better and better.
Count Olaf. Mr. Snicket is standing in the doorway, but of course no one can see him. Count Olaf, Count Olaf, Count Olaf. A villain so terrible that I cannot bear to say his name out loud more than 3 times in a row. The dreadful villainy of this vile fiend has haunted me since I first met him as a young man. Every night when I continue my work on the Baudelaire case, I find myself weeping, thinking of his utter wickedness and severe lack of theatrical talent. Count Olaf unrolls a long scroll of parchment from his pocket.
Do you know what this is?
It looks like a list.
Wrong! It's a list. A list of chores. Rich children like you are probably spoiled rotten and have never done chores in your life.
Actually, we often helped around the house.
Oh, really? Do you really know you help around the house? That's cute.
Well, this is your lucky life. Come with me and I'll show you the delightful features of your new home.
The tour begins. At each stop, Count Olaf is hoping the children will become terrified and upset. Their deadpan stoicism keeps disappointing him. Count Olaf leads them into the kitchen, which is a mess.
This is the kitchen, where you may help yourselves to meals. I expect you to keep everything gleamingly clean.
Gleamingly?
Clean. The stove is like a servant. You have to hit it a little bit to get it to work.
Count Olaf leads them to the library. Big bookshelves, nice bookends, no books. The Strickens, the Baudelaires.
This is the library, which you will keep well dusted. This is where I do all my reading.
He takes them to the dining room where there's a long wooden table, last wiped around the time of the Last Supper.
This is the dining room, where I will host dinner parties while telling everyone you are the help. Looks like the wedding party will not get the security deposit back. This is the ballroom. I don't use the ballroom at all. You'll have to redo the floors.
He takes them to the spare room.
Spare room needs painting.
He leads the Baudelaires into a disheveled laundry room.
Laundry room. You can hang my socks on that rack after you repair it.
He leads the Baudelaires out into a scraggly yard.
This is the backyard, which needs weeding, mowing, and pruning. It is also where you will chop firewood.
Count Olaf crowds the children into a cramped and dirty bathroom.
Bathroom number 7. The only one you are allowed to use. It has all the usual amenities, although the management regrets to inform you that the shampoo is not tear-free. If anything, it encourages tears.
A rat runs by.
You'll have to share it with him.
Count Olaf swings open the door to a small, filthy bedroom with little more than one tiny bed, one window with very ugly curtains, and a pile of rocks.
This is where you will sleep, orphans. Out of all of the numerous bedrooms in this enormous mansion, I chose this one for your safety and comfort.
There's only one bed.
As you can see, I've also provided at no cost to you this complimentary pile of rocks.
Baudelaires look at the pile of rocks and then at Count Olaf. He seems a little dismayed that they're only a little dismayed.
Thoughts?
Thoughts? First of
First
all,
of all, first impressions are often wrong.
Very true. For example, your first impression of me may be that I am a terrible person, but in time, Baudelaires, I hope you'll realize.
He leans in close to the Baudelaires, staring at them with his shiny, shiny eyes.
You haven't the faintest idea.
At this, the Baudelaires finally give him the fearful reaction he wanted. He smiles triumphantly.
I'll give you a moment to unpack.
He leaves with a flourish, slamming the door. The Baudelaires, of course, have nothing to unpack. Sonny whimpers.
It's okay, Sonny. He's gone.
he's horrible. Did you see the tattoo on his ankle?
Tattoo is just a decorative pigment on skin. It's not a sign of a wicked person.
Unless it's on a wicked person.
And suddenly their stoicism drops for the first time since that day at the beach. They're alone and scared.
How could our parents put us here?
It's a mistake. It'll get sorted out. Until then, we'll make this our home.
Mother used to say home is where you hang your hat. But we don't have any hats, just rocks.
Have you read any books about people who make homes in difficult places?
Klaus considers.
There was a village in the Pacific Islands suspended on ropes above an active volcano.
How do they manage?
They own very little in case it erupts.
Then we're already one step ahead. We own nothing.
They share a smile and attempt to be brave.
They can survive that. We can survive Count Olaf.
Violet was right about one thing. First impressions are often entirely wrong. The first time you try gorgonzola cheese, you may find it too strong and not to your liking. But when you are older and your palate more sophisticated, you may want to eat nothing but gorgonzola cheese. Your initial opinion about anything can change over time. There's a knock on the bedroom door. The Baudelaires go to open it. But as the day went on, I'm sorry to say that the Baudelaires' first impressions of Count Olaf, that he was a horrible person and his house a depressing pigsty. In the doorway, Count Olaf grins cruelly as he tosses them mops and pails.
Showtime.
We're absolutely correct. That's the end.